But hey there, welcome back to Stone Valley here on Farming Simulator 22. No, this is not mine. I have actually hired out the transportation of the rest of the barley to get it sold. We are in January, the price is starting to fall, so been making a lot of trips over with the little truck I have, but I decided to go ahead and be done with it. We're going to go ahead and get the rest of this loaded. They should be able to get most of it, if not all of it, in one load. So it's going to cost me 500 bucks. I thought it was money well spent instead of continuing to haul it 8,000 liters at a time. So we're going to let that continue filling. It's going to take a little bit of time to get that done. I ended up buying a small plow from the shop, a little used plow. The Kubota M8 pulls it along pretty good, but it does spin the tires just a bit. So we may have to look into getting some duals on the back, maybe get a little more traction. You see, I do have a little bit of lime put out here in the field, and the reason for that is I took the plow and cleaned up the edges of the field a little bit. It had become a little overgrown, and then there was actually a division strip running across here, and so I went ahead and plowed that out and put some lime on. You see, way across the other side there's a little bit done, and then way down there beside the house you see a white patch. I actually cleaned up the edges of the field there. I decided to leave the division there across that section, and then from the house back there is another division, so it'll basically give me 3 separate fields, one big one, a medium-sized one, and then a small one. Thought that was pretty good layout. Let me get some good crops staged along on the farm. Don't you step across that grate. Don't you do it. You're the troublemaker. You're the one that always gets out. Yeah, I'm watching you. I am. Oh, Maybelle. She's causing trouble on the farm. So we'll let this guy take this off here. Hopefully this load will make some pretty good money. Oh, it looks like it may be done. So we'll see how much we end up getting from this barley. I only had just over 100,000 liters left in the tank, I believe. I've sold most of the rest of it, and then we made seeds out of some of it as well. You know, the only thing I didn't think of, if there is none left in here, we won't have any seeds left to plant. I didn't think that through. Well, I went ahead and rode down here with the driver. He's going to pull into the way station here. He had to run back by, or that direction, going back, so he said he could drop me off. We'll see how much we get paid here. He was able to get all of the grain in the trailer. It was almost full, about 95% full. So this trailer holds a lot. I was really glad to find this guy. Saved me a lot of time. Well, I emptied out the bin. I didn't realize it. We're back here over at the farm. The driver dropped us off, and he has gone on his merry way. Ended up making about 38,000 from that load of barley. So not a whole lot of money, but I'll take it. I'll take it. We're going to get this auger out of the way here. There we go. So everything is kind of at a good place right now around the farm. Cows have plenty of food. All of our facilities are in operation. Next thing we need to do is we've got to get some slurry put out on the field. You see the slurry lagoon here is filling up. So it won't be long and we're going to, it's going to be overflowing the pond here. So we don't want that to happen. So I think I need to go find and maybe see if I can find a slurry spreader. We're going to start putting some slurry out on our field there as a little bit of pre-fertilization before we plant. So I guess I will head on down to the shop and see what I can pick up. Alright, we just got back down here to the farm, got our little slurry tanker that we picked up down at the shop. It's a little bit small, but we will just upgrade at some point in the future. $14,000 holds 8,000 liters. We're gonna go give it a shot. Guess we'll just start down here. And it works. So 8,000 liters at a time. It's going to take a good number of trips to get all of it spread out, but I'm not real concerned about getting it all used up. My main goal is just to keep from overflowing the little slurry lagoon, at least for now. And then, you know, maybe one point in the future when we're actually producing quite a bit more slurry and we have a little bit more income, we might look into a bigger spreader. But for now, this will work out just fine. It'll also save us a little bit in a fertilizer cost. We won't have to buy so much fertilizer. I'm curious how far around this field we'll get on this one tank. I don't know how far we're going to get. And that's it. So not too far, but what I'll probably do is just focus on one end of the field and just work my way down the field and try to knock out sections. That may work out a little better. I probably need to put up some kind of fence around this thing here just to keep people from falling in. I may need to do that. Add in some fencing, that way we don't have somebody get hurt. Well, I made the turn and one little squirt and it's done. So as you can see, this field is pretty much done. Made a pretty good dent in what the cows had made in slurry. So we're going to finish off this field here. I may go ahead and finish off those other two fields. It won't take very long. They are quite a bit smaller. So I may do that. May go ahead and see if I can't finish them with what slurry I have here. And then move into February. It's going to get cold. There's some snow on the way. I'm not real sure if it's going to be enough to stick and accumulate. We'll just have to see. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and knock out these other two fields. Well, at least one of them. I'm not sure if I'll have enough slurry to do them both, but we can at least do one and see about the other one as well. So that's what I'll do. We'll finish putting out this manure or slurry. We'll see you in February. Well, I managed to get all of the fields fertilized with the slurry, so that is a really good thing. But we need to get some milk over to our little milk shed. We'll get this loaded up here. We're going to take it over and we're actually going to make some cheese. The raw milk has been selling good, but I want to do something to bring us in a little bit more cash. And plus, with it being winter like it is, we're not getting as many folks over here to the market stand. So, look, the kids built a snowman there in front of the greenhouse. I don't know where they got the snow from. But yeah, we're going to make some cheese. See if we can't sell it to some of the local vendors. Make a little bit of money. And these fields here, this grass field that I have right here, and the other field I have behind the shed, we're going to plow it up today. They do need to be plowed. We never did plow them since the beginning. So we're going to plow it. I don't know how much longer we'll be using this field here as a grass field, but while I have it, while I'm using it, while I'm cutting it, I might as well be getting the best yield that I can. Alright, so we got the milk into the little shed there. We got some milk now to make some cheese, so that'll be good. And we'll get this trailer put back over here behind the barn. And we're going to hook up to the plow and do just a little bit of plowing. Very, very chilly this morning. Glad these tractors have cabs and heaters. How about that? Perfect. Oh, and we had another horse. So both of the horses that we brought from Oak Mountain have now had some new babies. So we have 4 horses now. Very, very exciting. Alright, we're going to plow this grass in here. We will replant it. But we do need to plow this so that we're getting the best yield. That long run will be the best thing. This is the plow that I picked up. This is what I used to take out those dividers there in the other field. And as you can see, the little Kubota does struggle with the plow. It does need some more traction, I believe, in the rear. You can see it is really spinning. So yeah, I think maybe putting duals on here, maybe some weight, definitely going to help get a little bit more traction. Alright, got a nice clean border cut around the field. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the inside here. From what I understand, Miss Betty's going to be back next month. March. She likes to come in and see all the flowers blooming and all of the spring activity, from what I understand. So she's going to be back. I don't know how things are going to go over between her and Randy. I mean, I would hope that he's told her what he's done, but who knows? I don't know if he has or not. So hopefully things are going to be okay between them. I'm a little bit concerned about it because I know, especially some of those old tractors that she had in the barns, some of the old collector tractors, the way she talked about them, I don't think she was ready to let go. But maybe she is. I guess we'll have to see. So that's going to be interesting. I kind of want to stay away from over there, but unfortunately, we're going to have to go over and check and see what's going on, because we need to get with Randy, figure out what he's got planned for his crop. So I have just a few more passes over here on this field. I'll get it knocked out. Then I'm going to run down that little field behind the shed where we have the hay. Well, I'll say it's a field, a little plot. We'll get that plowed under, and then we'll put it in the barn. We're going to call it a day. It's not a whole lot going on right now. It's winter. Nobody is doing any field work. It's kind of quiet. Of course, we do have snow coming down, so that is slowing things down as well. Alright, so we're in March, and there is snow on the ground. It's come a late season snow, and it has covered the area. So I have picked up a couple of fertilizing contracts. They're small contracts, nothing too major. I should be able to knock them out pretty quick. I'm going to work on that this morning. You see, over here, we have some boxes of cheese. We were able to make some cheese up. We're going to get those packaged and sold over here at the fruit stand just as soon as we can. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get these contracts knocked out. I figure I can knock them out in about an hour here in the morning. It's just after 7 a.m. Getting an early start. Oh, and these trees have grown a little bit more. Well, that's very good. Now the branches are overgrown the driveway here. Well, that's not good. First contract is just down the road here. And then the other is a good little ways away. So we'll have a little bit of travel here in the tractor. But that's okay. So I did end up talking to Randy yesterday afternoon. And he has decided to plant sunflowers. I don't know why. He didn't say, but he wants to plant sunflowers. So that's going to be fun. He has the planter, but he doesn't have a combine, nor does he have anywhere to store the sunflowers. So I don't know. I don't know about this whole process. This is going to be interesting. Alright. I believe our first contract is right down here to the left. But yeah, so we're going to be planting sunflowers for him. Now it's snow-covered ground, so we're not going to start just yet. Maybe a little bit later as the snow melts. If it warms up, we should be able to get started on a little bit of planting. I do have some seeds down here at my farm, and and I figured I would just let those go into his planter, and we'll see how it goes. So little contract here, we'll knock it out and go knock out the other one, and we'll go try and package up that cheese, see if we can get it sold, and then go check with Randy and see if he wants to do a little bit of planting. That's if it warms up and the snow melts. Alright, just finished up with the contracts, so that was a nice little bonus to the bank account. One thing that I am noticing now that I don't have the fields that I'm leasing, the bank stays a little bit more full. It is not taking such a hit every month with all of the expenses, so that is really good and is a welcome change to the way things have been going around here. So I'm going to take the tractor back here. We're going to get everything put away, cleaned up, and then we'll ride down and have a little chat with Randy and see when he wants to get started. As you can see, the snow still has not melted. Also the pine trees, you see the little pine trees out there around the cow pen have grown quite a bit, so things are moving along. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to click that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe today. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope each of you have a blessed day. Get back in the pen now.